Matt, thanks for your time on Fox Sports. Not your average sit-down interview.
Nah, something a little bit different. I suppose it's nice to be away from, footy grounds and footy clubs and doing something different.
So we're here at the club Barbering on Bridge Road in Richmond. Can you tell us a bit about your history here and who's doing your hair?
Yes, obviously Danny has been my barber since I moved to the Bulldogs, actually, before my first game. I only live around the corner and shaved my head before my first game for the Dogs, and yeah, ever since been coming back.
I feel like you're here every couple of weeks if you follow you on Instagram, maybe even more. Why do you come so often?
I suppose I'm lucky I live just around the corner, but yeah, besides the fact that my hair grows really quick and my neck beard and everything needs maintaining, it's nice to just pop in and say good day and see the boys here and just hang out and have some fun.
We've seen during the off-seasons at various times you've had some sort of pretty rude do's. You've never carried them through to the season. Why is that?
Yeah, I have been blonde in a couple of the off-seasons. Yeah, I don't think I'm a good enough player to try and start pulling that off in seasons, so just go back to the short back and sides for them.
You've got the Achilles injury at the moment. Can you give us an update on that?
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, obviously. Thought I had a pretty consistent start to the year, played the first 11 games, and yeah, since the bye, the Achilles has been a bit of a trouble, but it's on the mend now, and I'm looking to get back into running in the next week or so and trying to get out probably the last 3 or 4 games of the year.
I think it's been pretty well publicised throughout part of your career that you have an interest in gridiron, in playing at some level, in some form. Where does that sit at the moment?
Yeah, obviously my AFL career will come to an end at some stage, and that would be a lovely transition to go and live over in America. I've got a lot of mates over there that do play NFL, and I've spent some time with them in the past, and I do love travelling over there, but yeah, I'd love to stretch out my AFL career as long as possible and love being around the Western Bulldogs people and club.
So you're out of contract at the end of the season. You're not thinking that you'll cut it short over here and go over early?
No. I'm trying to work out a new deal at the Dogs now, and yeah, hopefully we can settle something soon.
Everyone who's got a dream visualises how it's going to pan out, and you've obviously thought about the steps. Is it a college career to start with, or do you have a crack at trying to get onto an NFL team straight away? I mean, have you got that far?
No, not really. No, I've just sort of had a bit of a kick in each off-season, and yeah, as I said, spent a bit of time with some guys in the NFL. Lucky enough to have good mate Brad Wing, who's been a punter for a while, and yeah, lucky enough to spend a couple of nights with Odell Beckham and in New York, and went to Odell's house and had some Hennessy's with him, and he took us out for dinner and had a night out at One Oak with Odell and his crew and his bodyguards and his barbers and his personal trainers and everyone, which was a bit surreal. And then yeah, once the night was finished, back to his house as well. So that was a pretty special experience.
Is that why you spend time with Danny? Because Odell spends time with his barber?
Yeah, you just got to be close with your barber. They can make you either look ordinary or all right for the next couple of weeks, so you've got to keep them on your side.
So things on field for the Dogs haven't exactly gone to plan of late. You were part of the premiership year, but your Achilles essentially stopped you from being part of that grand final win. But since then, it just hasn't quite fallen into place. And now you've basically got the youngest team in the competition. How have you seen that transition?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Where all the injured guys have been sitting in a corporate box watching the last few weeks, and you look around the room and you see there's some pretty special players in there. And it's obviously disappointing that we're not right at the top end of the ladder, but I think we're seeing some young talented guys start to play some really exciting footy, and I think it's going to be a healthy thing for the club. Like I can see over pre-season there's going to be guys coming back that have been injured that want their spot back, and there's going to be young guys that have had a taste and they want to keep their spot, so I'm sure it's going to be great for us.
Well, Matt, it's been good to spend some time with you at the Club Barbery in Richmond. Danny, thanks for having us, mate.
Good on you, Drew.
Looks all right, looks solid. Matt, hopefully we'll see you back on the field as soon as possible.
Beautiful, easy, thank you.